help in the healthcare industry. So we focused on that, and then we evaluated that further. We discovered that if we can build a system which converses in human language and people can answer questions, that would be a great deal of help for healthcare industry. So we took up this case, and we built our smarter healthcare solutions around this by making Watson as part of the healthcare industry solutions of IBM. And we took up one very good use case to try. When a doctor does a diagnosis for a patient, the patient comes with a lot of symptoms. When the doctor starts the conversation, he doesn't know what is the disease, so he patiently listens to all the symptoms. But in the due course, the patient also tells a lot of non-symptoms, which are the negative matches for particular diseases. And an expert doctor will identify the symptoms, match that to a disease which doesn't have the non-symptoms, and then he comes up with a medicine. Again, the success rate of the medicine will be a gut feel by the doctor, depending on what he has as his expertise. So we wanted to try how Watson can help in this space, assisting a doctor. So we took all the records. We used a different set of information. Instead of Wikipedia articles and New York Times articles, which are ideal for Jeopardy's case, here we dumped Watson with the medical records of the US patients and the records collected from the drug manufacturing companies on all the medicines which are available in the market, the medical trials that they have done, patient history records, and a lot of industry from the medical journals. We dumped all of that. So a machine doesn't know what exactly is the information. So it learns on its own as it encounters the questions. So as we put Watson for this use case, it started learning what a disease is, what a person is, and the simple principles of the world, that a person will get a disease and the medicine will cure that. Then what are all the medicines available, what medicine was given for what diseases, and what was the result. So which medicine works for which disease. So it started learning all these things. And in the due course, when a new patient comes and when we ask a question of what could be the probable disease and what should be the medicine I give, it checks for the symptoms of that patient, non-symptoms of the patient, and then it comes up with few candidate answers. It scores and ranks them, but it still doesn't recommend. It checks for further evidence. So it checks for the family history of this particular patient to see what could be the most probable disease in line with additional information discovered from the family history. Similarly, it can also check for the patient history before coming to this doctor, where all the patient has gone, what ailments the patient has got in his or her lifetime, apart from the family member's health, and that can also be taken into account. And if there are any diagnostic tests which are done or any medications which are taken by the patient, even they will be considered. And across all these things, then it firms up the candidate answers with further evidence searching, advanced evidence matching, to tell what is the most probable disease and the drug that you can recommend for this patient. But it only acts as an assistant to the doctor. So it puts all this information to the doctor on what it discovered, why it thinks it could be the disease, and the evidence that it has found in so and so medical journals or whatever reports or this patient's records. And then the doctor will finally communicate the disease and the medication to the patient. So we made it non-invasive. It doesn't take over our world, but it can act as a helper to the human beings beyond what a computer can do as of now, many levels beyond what a computer can do today. And we try to bring it as close to a skilled subject matter expert sitting next to you who can assist you. We try to